Think footballers eat clean? Here's what they really eat. Most football players eat healthy, but Messi's diet almost killed it back in 2003. When Messi arrived in Barcelona, even though he was now a pro football player, he was just like any other 18-year-old kid. Eating healthy was the least of his concerns. I'm talking pizza, candy, cookies. Messi was literally addicted to junk food, and as the years went on, his diet only got worse. It was rumored that if someone put fruit, vegetables, or salad on Messi's plate, he'd literally walk out of the room. And after hitting the gym or playing in a game, instead of eating something nutritious or, I don't know, drinking a protein shake, Messi needed fast food. And worst of all, Coca-Cola. Things were getting bad, cause Messi couldn't go a single day without soda. And what's crazy is, he was still becoming one of the world's best players. So what are people going to say? No, everybody just let him do his thing. Until out of nowhere, this turned into a serious Messi problem. Yeah, things were getting really bad. Messi was keeping it secret, but behind the scenes, he was in denial and paying the price. Because he went years without taking care of his health, every single day he woke up sick. But getting ill out there on the field and shocking the world, it was the wake-up call he needed. So not long after, Messi visited his doctor and explained just how bad junk food was taking over his life, and at that moment, Messi and the doctors realized that if he didn't change his diet, his career and his life were over. So Messi vowed to change for his fans, and luckily, he had the right support around him. It started with Barcelona's manager removing every vending machine in the club's training ground, and not long after, Messi hired a nutritionist to force himself into a healthy diet. Ever since Messi changed his ways, he's not only no longer sick, he's taken his career to another level.
Por lo mal que he comido durante muchos años, con 22, 23, 24 años, no siento
Come
nada.
cualquier cosa y ahora qué comes.
Y ahora como bien, como pescado, como carne, como ensalada, como verdura. La verdad que como de todo, pero ordenado y bien y...
Wow, man, I think Messi just changed my life. But anyways, as crazy as Messi's diet was, what Max Cruz ate literally got him kicked out of football. See, back in 2016, Max was in a predicament. While playing for Wolfsburg, he was having one of the worst seasons of his career. And I'm not going to lie, man, his coach was heated. Cause not only was Max playing bad, this dude's entire life was falling apart, from being caught gambling to stealing someone's phone who took a pic of him. Max's coach was beyond fed up. He was only giving Max one more chance to make things right. So you'd think he'd take it easy, right? Well, the next time Max showed up to practice, it's kind of like he wanted to get kicked off the team. See, a few months before, during training camp, everybody was concerned about Max's diet. Cause not only was he eating unhealthy, he had a weird obsession. This man literally couldn't eat a single meal without Nutella, and listen, man, every time Max showed up, he had it on him. So his teammates had no choice but to see him spread it everywhere. Yeah, so his teammates just had to confront him about this. They let him know nobody on the team was trying to see all that. And see, at the beginning of the season, every single one of Max's teammates made a promise to become the best football players ever, so no junk food, especially no weird-ass chocolate addictions. And even though Max's entire team was committed to becoming legendary, he still couldn't go a single day, scratch that, a single meal without Nutella. So when Max showed up to practice, slobbering all over the spread for breakfast, that was the final straw. When his coach saw just how bad the addiction, it was time to let Max go, and Wolfsburg not only kicked him from football just cause he couldn't give up the treat. They decided, let's also spread this man a $28,000 fine. Now I get it, there's not much to learn from a stupid addiction like that. But the story of Sergio Ramos' diet will change your life. See, it all Ramos started back in 2003, and at the time, Ramos came into pro football as a shy, skinny 17-year-old kid. So nobody expected him to become great anytime soon, not even him. So from that point on, even though he thought he couldn't live without them, he sacrificed all those late-night McDoubles to make double his gains. And for the next 15 years, he only had one goal on his mind, to get better every single year. And because of that, he completely transformed his body. Going from being skinnier than me to one of the most ripped and legendary athletes ever. It was all thanks to a secret formula. See, during COVID in 2020, Sergio made his biggest leap, and everybody was wondering how the hell did he go from this to this. He did it legit. What it really came down to was Ramos getting off his lazy ass and grocery shopping himself. And just cause he was putting in all these extra hours, all this hard labor, he made sure to buy food to turn himself into a freak of nature. And well, once he found the meals that worked, it was over with for anybody he played against. See, Ramos dedicated himself to a breakfast of champions. 4 times per week, he whips up some coffee, all black, of course, then he slams down some whole grain bread with turkey breast, eggs, and fruit. Listen bro, we're talking about the Sergio Ramos. This man is literally a machine. 3 times per week, he goes through his most difficult workouts without eating a single thing. But he ain't a complete psychopath. Just like most people, after work, our boy has to celebrate a bit, and that's when he drinks his favorite, a strawberry protein shake. And as far as lunch and dinner goes, he slaps together some salad, fish, and steak. But listen, I'm not going to lie to you, man, even Ramos can't fight his guilty pleasure. Most people don't know this, but Ramos has a dirty secret. One thing he keeps in the closet is that he likes it long and dark. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And once every 2 weeks, Ramos just can't help himself. He pulls his phone out and calls up the one man who can deliver. And that's when it comes, his chocolate churros. What? You thought I was talking about something else? What's wrong with you, man? See, I feel like you should be taking Ramos's advice. And maybe I'll make a video about you becoming a football champion. I don't have a problem making you famous. On the other hand, what Masahiko Inoue eats is so weird, I almost couldn't even put him in the video. But for you, yeah, you, the dude listening to my voice right now about to click the subscribe button, this next story is for you, man. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Cristiano Ronaldo's diet. And listen, what he eats will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about food.
Most of the people told me, Cristiano, you are a very, very good talent player, but you are very skinny. So I've improved myself.
Just imagine being one of those people who doubted Cristiano Ronaldo.
Because maybe I'm too good, I don't know why.
You must feel stupid. But listen, man, throughout his teen years and into his time at Manchester, those doubters weren't capping. He really was just a skinny Portuguese kid, so he needed to bulk up. And Ronaldo knew that to earn their respect, or better yet, become an all-time great, it was going to take a whole lot more than skill. He had to be dedicated to the gym and his diet. Come on, man, we all know Ronaldo though. The man's a machine. This was going to be light work. And in 2009, when he signed to Real Madrid, since Ronaldo wanted to capitalize on the prime of his career, every time he went to a restaurant, if his steak came out with even a gram of fat, he damn near squared up with the waiter. So that's why Ronaldo gave up. He hired his own personal chef, and literally Ronaldo forced himself to eat the same plain Jane meal 6 times per day. I'm talking chicken, broccoli, and rice. Yeah, I know. This man might as well have been eating cardboard. Imagine eating that every single day. But hey, that's exactly why, nearly 2 decades later, looks like he might not retire until he's at least 60. The dude's literally at 7% body fat, that's 3% less than the average football player. And right now, dude just hit 36, but he has the physique of a 20-year-old. So yeah, the diet works. But listen man, Ronaldo's not actually a robot. He has a little fun because he wants little Ronaldo Jr. to have a childhood. They do occasionally bond over some cheat meals. Some of the boys' favorites? Movie nights with pizza and ice cream. But don't get it twisted, if Ronaldo lets himself take things that far, as soon as his son goes to bed, he has to torture himself with some extra workouts. Cause, you know, it is Ronaldo, man. How could he live with himself if he lets one meal get the best of him? And hey, as strict as Ronaldo was with his diet, there was that one time CR caught him doing something against his own rules. And now the world knows his biggest secret. Even he can't resist the urge for some Kentucky Fried Chicken. How could you, Ronaldo? I'm disappointed, man. But hey, at least eating that didn't get you fined hundreds of thousands of dollars like the one time a player disrespected an entire country, or when another was racist. Subscribe.